what's going on, guys? It is July 20th, 2023, Thursday. So we got a couple calls we did today. First up, we did a maintenance on a house, and one of the coils is in pretty bad shape, so take a look. All right, we got some buildup on the coil here. We are going to clean that today. A little bit there too. I'm going to start off using, by New Calgon, the Evap foam, no rinse. And this, you don't have to, it's self-rinsing, fast breaking foam. I'm going to start with this, but I might have to follow up with the, with something else. But we're going to start with this. We're just going to take and we're going to shake it real good before you use it. We're just going to try to get a nice, good area covered with this stuff. You can see it starts foaming immediately as soon as it hits. I'm going to get some down here too. I'm gonna try to work that in there a little more, and then might hit it with the brush, and then where we got some pretty significant buildup here, I might rinse it also, but we'll see how well it breaks it down. I think I'm gonna follow it up with the Evap Power C. This is a concentrated no rinse also, so I'm gonna mix a little bit up, maybe about I don't know, 3 to 1, maybe 5 to 1. And then hit that with it. That way I can blast any of that other dirt off there. So we're doubling up on the cleaner. We'll use the Evap foam and then the Evap Power. We'll get that coil nice and clean. All right, I haven't put any rinse or anything on it yet. So you can see how good of a job that Evap foam did already. It loosened up all that stuff, and in all actuality, the condensate that this thing makes would probably rinse away the rest of it, but I've got the Evap Power mixed up in the sprayer here, so I'm going to go ahead and just rinse the rest of it away with this. And for those of you wondering, this side actually is the positive side of the coil, because this is a Trane air handler. Our blower is on this side, our heater is right here, and this is our supply trunk. So most of the time when you have an A-frame like this, usually your air is moving this way, but on this one our air is moving this way. So so yeah, that's why this side of the coil was dirtier. And can't really access the inside of the A because I would have to take a bunch of stuff apart, but no, I mean, we really only have to put detergent and solutions on this side because the rest of it will seep through, and then the no rinse feature will cause all that dirt to fall off and then flow right off. All right, after we clean that, rinsed it with the Evap Power, we're just going to want to make sure we clean out this drain pan. So we're going to pour some water down it. We're going to make sure we clear the drain out too, and then we'll follow it up with some condensate tablets, and we'll be good to go as far as cleaning the air handler goes. Yikes. Yeah, that coil's pretty dirty. Only thing is, it is a get to it. Holy crap. Yeah. See, we're boxed in here. It's behind this bulkhead here is the problem. That's probably why it hasn't been cleaned. Man, oh man. And you got all this going on in here. So you can't really get to the side panel either. And this unit's so old, I wouldn't even want to do a pull and clean on it. It probably wouldn't even be worth it. All right, well, I tried to loosen some stuff up and try to get the coil pulled out some so I could get in there and clean it, but it is rusted to the track, you see? So I cannot even get it to budge. I tried to start pulling on the coil and I was pulling the whole air handler. So I am, for one, probably going to recommend replacing this unit because it is in very bad shape. We are right here on the ocean, by the way. This is an oceanfront property. And this unit is basically outside. It's just behind this, this bulkhead here. But it's basically outside. So that's why it's got so much deterioration damage. And that coil, the only way I would be able to clean that is a pull and clean, which I would pump the refrigerant down, cut the line set, pull the coil out, but I couldn't even get it to move, even just trying to pull it out now. So the unit's not worth cleaning. The unit is worth replacing. So that's probably what our next step here is going to be. How old is this thing even? 2006. So, you know, it's probably time anyway. Units at the beach really don't last more than 12, 13 years, so. This one's, it's time. All right, here's where our condensing units are. They're kind of in this room here. I guess it does cover them from the weather, but you can tell they're rusted out from the salt air. So, you know, head pressure will probably be a little higher than normal, but we're gonna go ahead and clean the coils on these bad boys. I think, yeah, these are the Spyro coils. That one is anyway. This one is too. Yeah, they're the Spyro coils. So I'm not sure how much solution we'll put on it. Maybe we'll put the Cal Green on it, and but we'll make sure we rinse it really good. All right, just doing a visual inspection here. We do have some significant rusting and deterioration from the salt air on the compressor here. But we're gonna go ahead and rinse this thing out. We're gonna put the Cal Green on it. Yeah, then just rinse that off. All right, we're rinsing it out now. Gonna get a good rinse on it. That's what's really important here in the salt water, making sure you get everything rinsed off good, get that salt rinsed off of it. All right, we got the Cal Green 4X hooked up to the Clean Connect. Once we get done rinsing it, we're gonna hit it with this. All right, we're putting the Cal Green on it now. Make sure we get that all over both of them. Let that sit on there. Try to get some of that salt off there, and then we'll rinse it. These units are in pretty bad shape. I'm going to recommend replacing the downstairs one because it's just too far gone. We're just going to go ahead and rinse all this off. I can tell the coil is looking a lot better though. Whole lot better. Yeah, so that downstairs unit is in bad enough shape and dirty enough where I'm not gonna, nope, I couldn't even really get in there to clean it, so made the homeowner aware, look, we gotta replace this thing. So that's what she's prepared for, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and replace that downstairs system. I mean, I could do a pull and clean on it. I could fight that coil out and clean it, but then for what? You still got a old system that I've just cleaned and put all this money into to get it cleaned, but not gonna mess with it. We're gonna go ahead and change that thing out, get her a brand new unit in there, something more efficient. So all right, well, next up is we have another call, unit low on refrigerant. So let's add some Easy Seal, change the valve cores, and charge it up. All right, guys, we got a Trane outdoor unit here. We have a small leak in the evaporator coil we found not long ago. And we have a couple of these valve cores leaking. So we're gonna replace all 4 valve cores. Then we're gonna put the Easy Seal LS in. This one does up to 10 tons, made by New Calgon. And yeah, this is the one I carry because it does up to 10 tons. I don't have to carry 2 of them, so we'll be good. So we're gonna replace the valve cores, we're gonna add this in, and then we're gonna top off the charge. So let's get going. This one here is on a hot gas line, and they are prone to leaking. As a matter of fact, I've said in other videos, you should change, if you have valve cores on hot gas lines, you should change them as a preventive maintenance procedure because they go bad all the time. All right, now we have our valve core remover screwed on to this this valve stem right here, and we have this open. So we're gonna screw that on there. We're gonna push this up until we grab the valve core, and yep, you hear it click on like that, and then, you know, you got it. Then you're gonna, with pressure with your finger on the back of it, you're gonna loosen it until sometimes you'll feel it skip. There we go, you felt it skip, and then it'll push it right out just like that for you. And you can close, unscrew this, and we should have a valve core here, right there, bam. And you get rid of this valve core. We put a new one in there, like so. Put this back on, open it back up. We're gonna push in, and then we're gonna tighten it back down. Like I said, you gotta keep pressure on it sometimes, because it's gonna try to push it away from you. There we go. All right, and we're gonna loosen it back off. And we got a new valve core installed, just like that. All right, now we're gonna add our Easy Seal. And what I like to do here, we're gonna take it out of the packaging. I went over the directions on this in another video, but I'm gonna show you the way I like to do it. All right, this is what it comes in here. I like to put this on the low side here. Our unit is running right now. We're gonna screw, this is a low loss fitting here. So we're gonna screw this on our low side. And then we're going to take our low side hose and screw that onto here. And we have a ball valve here. We're gonna close this ball valve. And what we're gonna do is, see, we already have our liquid on right now. See, we have about 311 PSI here. So we're going to open our high side gauge, and then we're gonna open our low side gauge also. And these pressures are gonna equalize. See that? They're equalized there. And then what we're gonna do here is we are going to bleed off the liquid refrigerant from here at first. Bleed this off, got liquid refrigerant there. All right, guys, this is how I like to use the Easy Seal. I like to hook up my high side here, and then hook up this to my low side, hook up the Easy Seal to my low side. This is a low loss fitting here, so you're not gonna lose a bunch of refrigerant. I like to put a ball valve on the end of here, and then my hose, my low side hose, on the end of here. So what I've done here is I have liquid all throughout my gauges. My gauges are are purged with liquid, and I have liquid up to here. Right there. So what I'll do now that I have liquid up to here is I will open this ball valve, and it will shoot liquid through the Easy Seal applicator into the low side. So we're about to do that now. Watch it disappear here. And it's all gone. I like to just follow it up a couple more times. Just don't do it too much because you are dumping liquid into your low side. A couple times there just to make sure it's good to go. Now this system has to run, I believe, for an hour now. A minimum of an hour. So make sure the thermostat is set accordingly. But yeah, there you have it. And now I can close my gauges off. Close this one. Close this one. I can open this up, let the rest of that liquid bleed out. My low side will then stabilize down to where it should be. And then we're good. Then we can take this ball valve and then the applicator off. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and top off the charge. It's close now. It's pretty close. We're gonna go ahead and, as long as my probe, which is right there, keeps connecting, sometimes for some reason it keeps dropping out. I don't know, maybe the batteries are dying in it. But we're gonna add a couple pounds here, get this system back to where it should be. All right, so we got about 2 pounds in, and we're looking pretty close. We got 20 degrees of superheat, almost 5 degrees of subcooling. I'd like to see that suction pressure a little higher, but we're getting pretty close. I might put 1 more pound in. That'll probably bring our subcooling up to at least a few more degrees, and then I'll be perfect with that. So we'll put 1 more pound in and see where we're at. All right, so after 3 pounds, this is where we're at. This might actually improve some more. Yeah, suction line temperature is still dropping some, but I'm pretty good with this here. Like I said, it took exactly 3 pounds. Looking pretty good. All right, we got that unit, put the Easy Seal in, and got it charged up. So that unit's running good now, and there's no reason to believe that it won't keep on trucking even with that Easy Seal in it. We'll probably check it again next year because they have a maintenance contract with us, and see if it lost any. If it lost any, then we know the Easy Seal didn't work. But if it didn't lose any, then we know she's good to go. So, but that's going to be it for this one, guys. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.